KELY News, sponsored by Sahara Motors. The Kawasaki KX450 is built out of the box with everything you need to dominate the track. Check it out today at Sahara Motors and let the good times roll. A fire weather watch posted for tomorrow with winds up to 35 miles per hour, but today, hot with a high near 93. The White Pine County Commission is scheduled to certify the results of last week's primary election during a special meeting Thursday morning. According to White Pine County Clerk Nicole Stevie, 11 mail ballots will not be counted after the voters failed to respond to requests to verify signatures that did not match those on file. Nevada law allows voters an opportunity to cure signature issues before ballots can be counted. No changes in the outcomes of local races based on the mail-in ballots. Burton Hilton won the assessors race by a wide margin over Jane Murdoch, 941-43, and Dr. David Pratt won the county commission seat. One race by a wide margin over 4 challengers, including the incumbent Hank Vogler. Pratt's 585 votes were more than Mike Simon's 265 votes and Mike Costa's 255 votes. Vogler was fourth with 148 votes, and Gina Kavanaugh finished with 102 votes. In the sheriff's race, Todd Fincher made good use of his over $10,000 in campaign donations by getting more votes than his 2 challengers combined. Fincher received 458 votes to Roy Allen's 259 and Robert Whiteside's 116. The commission is expected to canvass and certify the election results during its 9 a.m. meeting in the White Pine County Library Conference Room. The White Pine County Sheriff's Office responded to several incidents on Tuesday, including a theft investigation, welfare checks, and a DUI arrest. Deputies are investigating the reported theft of property from a mine site in White Pine County. Several welfare checks were also conducted, including one involving a resident who missed an out-of-state medical appointment and another where a subject could not be located. A report of harassment through social media resulted in deputies providing information about obtaining a protection order. In Ely, deputies arrested 63-year-old Calvin K. Kennedy on suspicion of driving under the influence after receiving a report of an intoxicated driver at a local business. Bail was set at $890. Deputies also investigated a reported battery at a local business, but determined no battery had occurred. The reporting party was trespassed from the property at management's request. Nevada's Secretary of State candidate Jim Marchant is heading into a general election rematch after pulling off a surprise primary win despite almost no campaign spending. Marchant, a former state lawmaker known for questioning Nevada's election system, entered the race late after initially filing for Congress and raised little to no money in the early months of 2026. Still, he defeated better-funded opponents, with strong support in Clark County and rural areas pushing him over the top. Marchant will now face Democratic incumbent Cisco Aguilar, who beat him in the 2022 general election by more than 20,000 votes and enters the race with a large fundraising advantage. Marchant says his victory shows voter support for his message, while political observers say name recognition played a major role. Nevada's unemployment rate improved slightly in May, according to the Department of Employment, Training and Rehabilitation. The state's seasonally adjusted unemployment rate fell 0.1 of a percentage point to 5.2%, while employers added 800 jobs during the month. Nevada now has more than 1.6 million non-farm jobs, up 1.8% from a year ago. Las Vegas led the state's job growth, adding 1,000 jobs in May and nearly 20,000 over the past year. Reno lost 600 jobs during the month, but remains up more than 4,000 jobs year over year, while Carson City saw a slight decline. State economists say gains in professional and business services helped offset transportation-related job losses following the closure of Spirit Airlines operations in Las Vegas. A North Las Vegas man will serve 30 days in jail after admitting he posed as an attorney using another lawyer's bar number. 40-year-old Jarrell Roberts pleaded guilty to a felony count of obtaining and using personal identifying information after authorities said he filed legal documents and appeared in court under false credentials. At sentencing, District Judge Ron Israel called the punishment a slap on the wrist, but imposed 30 days with no early release, followed by 3 years of probation. If Roberts completes probation, he could withdraw the felony plea and instead plead to a misdemeanor. Roberts apologized in court and previously worked for Clark County Juvenile Justice Services. Legendary stand-up comedian Tom Dreesen has died at the age of 86, according to People magazine. His family confirmed his passing in a statement, remembering him as a performer who brought laughter, heart, and humanity to audiences for more than 5 decades. Dreesen built a long entertainment career after serving in the U.S. Navy, going on to make more than 500 television appearances on shows including The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson, Late Show with David Letterman, and The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. He also toured as an opening act for stars like Frank Sinatra, Gladys Knight, and Liza Minnelli, and appeared in TV shows such as Columbo and Murder, She Wrote. Actor Gary Sinise called Dreesen one of America's great comedians, praising his humor and long career. That's your morning news from the state of Nevada.